What's up,
Hi,
everybody?
hi
Hey.
everybody. How are you today? All right, let me say this, okay? I am getting back full time into reality TV. I mean, content every day like I used to be. And one of the reasons that I wanted to get back into it is because you guys know I was burnt out and Freddie gave me the year that I needed. Um I'm getting back into this for a lot of reasons, but the major reason is because I have so much fun working with Freddie. And I just want to say that I think me and Freddie are an example of black people and white people can get along if you really want to. It's really a taught behavior. Freddie is one of my dearest friends. I will trust him with anything. And I just cherish our relationship. And we have so much fun. And another reason we're getting back into it, because Erika Girardi is going to trial.
I think there's loads of things but thank you for those kind words. It's greatly appreciated. I think you both know how much I enjoy working with
We have a
you.
ball.
And like we've just done it for so long. It's been
Mhm.
like 4 or 5 years now.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Like
really?
Yeah,
I
time goes
remember
fast,
like
doesn't it?
back in the days when you had like 7,500 followers on here.
Oh, really? Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
together a long time, and it's time I get out of my rut because reality TV is going to get good again for a couple reasons. One is Andy Cohen's not in danger of being fired anymore, right, Freddie?
I think in terms of the Bravo investigation and NBC's investigation, he's been cleared of that. They don't feel he's done anything wrong. But of course, Leah McSweeney and Brandy Glanville, they're still free to go on with their lawsuits to try and sue Andy and
But do
Bravo
you
and
think they will? Well,
NBC. But I'm not sure what type of a case that they've got,
right.
what evidence that is. But yeah, I mean, if he became guilty of that, if he sort of lost out, maybe they would get rid of him. But in terms of what Bravo and NBC know and the investigation they've done, they've cleared Andy Cohen of any wrongdoing whatsoever.
And I'm glad that Andy Cohen's around. So I always drag the hell out of Andy Cohen. And I took my anger out on of Lisa Rinna out on Andy Cohen because he is the executive producer. But when I stepped back and took a look at things and see how other networks are ran, Andy Cohen does a very good job. So you guys have to remind me of that when I go in too far. Andy Cohen does a great job. And Carlos King, I want to support you. You got a lot of stuff going on. I want to open up this. We're going to talk about Erika. We're going to talk about Teresa Giudice. We're going to talk about Andy and Carlos and anything else we can think of. I wanted to open it up. The first story to talk about is these troll farms, okay? We uncovered it. We were the first people to talk about how all reality TV stars are using troll farms, not just to do bad things, also to promote them in good ways. And Andy Cohen's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, I think we're the first people to use it, but it's gone all over and it's hit the OWN network with Carlos King. And the millimeters are not, he's not doing anything about it. It does a disservice for the show because now you have a group of people dictating what they want to happen. Freddie, how dangerous do you think troll farms are, and why did Andy Cohen? Why was he forced to do something about it? And who was it? Who was it?
I think troll farms are ruining the way how most of these Bravo shows operate nowadays. And that's what they're bringing the focus onto now. And I think a lot of people look and say, well, Lisa Rinna's the first because it was quite clear that's what she was doing on Beverly Hills. But actually, it seems that Teresa Giudice could have been the first person to be doing it. A lot of people are claiming there's some evidence that suggests that she's been doing it for quite a number of years, potentially 10 years or more now.
Oh, yeah, at least I think she could have started doing it when she got released from prison.
Wait, what? Barry, stop. She never went to prison. Don't joke like that.
Okay,
because what they did, and it sort of was a storyline, and we didn't release it then. And I remember there was this guy there was this person that was a friend of Teresa supposedly, but there was this guy that was talking shit about Joe and Melissa Gorga on Twitter. Was Twitter at the time.
Okay.
And she didn't know who it was. And then she found out it was this friend of Teresa's husband. And then, I don't know. And
The
then
old husband or the new
Teresa
husband?
throws this woman under the bus either way. And it was shown
Wait.
on New Jersey. I can't remember her name.
Was it the
And-
old husband or the new husband?
No. This was this was talking shit about Joe Gorga, her brother.
Oh, okay.
And Melissa, her Teresa's sister-in-law. And they never, and we didn't really realize what it was. But anyway, Teresa threw this woman under the bus about claiming that this woman was doing it out of her own volition. But then this woman meets up with both Joe Gorga and Melissa and's like, well, no, I wasn't just doing it because I felt like it. Teresa was sort of telling me and my husband
You're lying.
to go after you. And he was like, well, yeah, I was friends with her. And Melissa was like, yeah, I knew her. And he was like, well, I've got her phone number and email. And she was like, let me. And then Melissa wasn't like, oh, I don't want to get involved. And Joe was like, no, I want to see the evidence here. So yeah, if you've got it, show me. And he was like, yeah, this is her number. Is that? And then he was like, yes, that is her number.
Okay, wait, just stop. You're telling me that Teresa Giudice, my favorite of all times, was the first housewife, allegedly, we got to throw that word in there, to use a troll farm?
Allegedly, it's very possible she was the first. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Perry, you
Jarrell.
weren't around then.
Your girl is a cheater.
I really have to look at her different because you can't do that, Teresa. What are you doing?
You should have known when she came out with the pineapples.
Perry, stop.
And the whole reason is it's massive. It's worse than the Rinna thing. I mean, even, execs have supposedly said it's worse than the whole Monica Garcia situation with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And this is why Teresa has not said anything about this. Jennifer Aiden has sort of tried to do these cryptic things on Instagram going like, oh yeah, you're a loser, like I see you type of thing. But allegedly, yeah, Bravo are sort of looking into it. They don't really know what to do. I believe I suspect they'll probably break their silence about this on the reunion, allow the woman to confront her, find out the truth about what Teresa's been doing with these sort of people she gets to try and expose people who talk negative stuff about.
Freddie, I'm so shocked. I don't know what to do. But you said that Teresa got in trouble and so did Jennifer Aiden. What did they get in trouble for?
So they got in trouble for being behind getting these accounts to go after people and try and expose people.
God.
And Jennifer Aiden, of course, as well. Not only did she do that, but she was also sending these fan accounts the episodes before that they were released.
Oh my God.
And we know now, and Joe Gorga actually said on his Instagram, he did like this jokey video joking about like, oh, we're not allowed to now watch the next episode before all of you because someone's been sharing the episodes before they came out type thing.
But do you guys think
Perry, what is your opinion on this? This is too much.
Do y'all think Jennifer did it sober or was she drunk? Because it could make a difference. When people get drunk, I mean, you can blame
Perry,
them.
stop.
She likes the pot, apparently, is what we do know. Because they do that. I mean, Jennifer, the problem with her is that she's so desperate to be liked and validated by Teresa in everything she does. She'll do anything. And now she's sort of allowed herself to become the lamb to be slaughtered.
All right, Freddie, will Andy Cohen ever fire? I just got to put you on the spot. Teresa Giudice, who's his favorite. And she's my favorite, but she's crooked. She's crooked.
I would say the thing with Andy Cohen is once he becomes attached with someone, he becomes really attached. And an example I mean by this is with Kyle Richards, for example.
I know.
You know, we all knew that Kyle and Mo weren't really honest with what was happening. Particularly Kyle wasn't honest. She wasn't really confirming, was Morgan a friend or her lesbian lover? And when a lot of people, like even on his Watch What Happens Live, saying like Kyle wasn't telling a story, Andy Cohen has been like, no, Kyle's done everything. She's told her story.
But he used to feel like that. He used to feel like that about Nene, and then he didn't.
But I mean, he feels like that with Kyle. But with Teresa, I just don't know how, if he's attached with her in the same way as Kyle. I don't know. I mean, Teresa is the OG of that show. She's the only person that's been on Real Housewives of New Jersey since the first season. And Bravo do always like to have someone that's an OG from them, unless they've revamped it. So I'm going to be interested to see what he's doing. I mean, we do know he said that it's not sustainable for this show to go on with both Teresa and Melissa not speaking to each other. So, I mean, this reunion is going to be a very interesting one. And he's going to have to make some really tough decisions.
Okay, Perry, let me ask you, should Teresa Giudice be fired?
See, I don't know how it would work. Like, and I get Nene. Nene was there, and she had a husband, of course, you know, and then he passed and stuff. Bless Greg. But look, how would this show work when Teresa, pretty much this whole show, as far as when I went back looking at it, it always was based around Teresa and her family, her kids, her brother, the sister-in-law. So are you going to just get rid of Teresa and keep the brother?
Right. She has to
and
stay.
the sister-in-law?
Right.
I mean, I don't know what they would do. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, because I would say, you can't do that. But then maybe you can get rid of Teresa and that weird husband.
Very stop.
No, I'm just saying, you know, that's sort of weird to me. It's like going to the Bates Motel or something. You know what I mean?
I mean, Terry does have a point about him. Like, we don't really know what this Louis guy does for a job. I mean, and then he put like hot or sexy under one of Gia's posts, and it's like, that's
Freddie,
just so weird.
Y'all need to stop.
She's like two or 3 years younger than me.
And you've seen him, your first thought would be stranger danger. Just saying. I mean, that's what I would think. Like, because like at times you say, it's like, yeah, maybe this guy got his stuff together, and then the weirdness comes out.
Perry, please stop. I mean, we gotta. So I'm getting back into reality TV again. Maybe we could hook up with old people that are involved with Louis. This is crazy. Freddie, now Carlos King's show is running amok. You don't watch it, but you've heard about all of these troll farms and stuff like that. He only gets 200,000 views. This is beyond a flop. Do you think that he, at this point, will it help him if he tried to reel in the troll farms, or should Carlos just let his show happily go away? I mean, 200,000 views, that's nothing.
I mean, if that was a Bravo show, that would definitely not be coming back for another season.
Yeah.
But with him, troll farms don't work. They might for a period of time, but at the end of the day, as we're now seeing, you're going to get found out for doing them. Might be a week, might be 2 months, might be 4 years or 10 years in some people's case. But they get found out. So I don't think as if you've got long-term visions for a show, that these troll farms are constructive at all. And plus they're just really unnecessarily, nasty.
Now, Perry, Carlos King spends a lot of time talking about Bravo shows. Just no shade to Carlos King. Right. He spends a lot of time talking. If they don't bring the show back, I mean, 200,000. That's like a F minus.
Right. I mean,
will he just be a full-time blogger?
I mean, some 7-Eleven commercials get that.
Perry, please don't do that.
No. I'm saying, like, but I get from the standpoint from OWN, they just getting into this genre, right? And he's coming along with this show. But personally, I don't see the show numbers growing.
Yeah.
It's like the Titanic, bubbles are floating. You know what I'm saying? Bubbles are coming. The ship is sinking, and nobody has time for the Cinderella story of
Freddie,
Huntsville.
please stop, Perry. This is ridiculous. Perry, stop. I said we were
at
going
the
to
end
be
of the
nice to
day,
Carlos.
and the thing is with him, this Carlos King, is that none of his shows have been successful.
Freddie.
I mean, this Huntsville seems to be going soon. He got some mayor's grant to keep that going for a bit longer. I mean, that's just like,
God.
getting a broken down car and you just
Okay,
replace it
I'm
part
gonna
by
change this
part to try and hope it lasts
Yeah,
for a bit longer until you can afford to buy yourself a newer car.
right. The car don't run. You just give it a fresh new paint job.
Stop, you guys stop.
No. But seriously, to me, it's not totally up to Carlos King with this thing. Now you got to remember this too.
Well, you keep saying that. Why do you say that?
If Carlos King was never on Bravo and had that success, how people looked at him, he would never be measured this way. It'd be like a guy just starting the show. I mean, because hell, he probably, I don't know, that Bravo Utah show, I don't know how many views they getting.
You're saying because Carlos King had found major success in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, he was there
And
when they were
judging him
numbers.
off that, right? But then you also get to judge him off what kind of budget he's doing. He's getting at on. And then, I mean, because if he ain't got no budget, who else can he get outside people from Huntsville?
Oh, that Perry, please stop.
And then you have that bold and
go ahead.
Didn't he have that bold and bitchy show or whatever it was called?
Okay, that's it. We're changing the subject. Y'all are messy.
But what I would like to bring up with going back to New Jersey quickly is obviously we had that whole lawsuit of Vanessa Reiser claiming that Louis and people got two people to pretend to be patients to go and see Vanessa for therapy sessions to try and find out stuff about Louis. That got this. Yeah.
Oh my God, these
and that
shows
case
are so
got dismissed, and they tried to imply Vanessa Reiser was a stalker and things. Now Louis trying to sue Vanessa for $5 million, trying to claim that she leaked information to people. Now, interestingly, Margaret Josephs claimed, and obviously that's been happening. So Vanessa has kept quiet. But then Margaret did an interview the other day saying, like, how did you find out stuff? And she basically said she'd spoken with Vanessa Reiser before on DMs, is all she said. Now, of course, because there's this lawsuit of Louis trying to sue Vanessa, which I don't think he will win. Vanessa Reiser's attorney, Douglas Anton, has now given a statement that says, as a professional psychotherapist, Vanessa Reiser's goal is to help people identify and heal from narcissistic abuse. She is focused on educating and raising awareness within this space. Vanessa Reiser is not a public figure or a contracted television personality. She is a private citizen, a mother, a business owner, and an academic author. Unfortunately, she has had to endure unnecessary scrutiny brought about as a result of her concluding her relationship with Louis Ruelas and the events that each complained of in the years that followed.
All right, I have a question.
And then he says more, but that's the main bit of the fact that,
What are the ratings like, Freddie, for New Jersey?
That's a good question. I've not really heard of anything being significantly high ratings, but they're not significantly low ratings either. So I don't know. I will have to look and find exact viewing figures for those. But what I do know is that they are going to probably do some more casting changes at the end of this when this season concludes, because they have to, more or less.
Okay, I went over to go look at the ratings. They're 730,000. That's not good. That's not good at all. It's not bad, but it's like danger zone. It's like, okay, we're dropping here. We're nowhere near the million. And as I'm looking for that, it said Monique Samuels has just been cast on Traitors season 3. Freddie, we should really review that.
Oh, I love the Traitors. I mean, we've got it in England but it's like we don't do it like in how they do it in America, where they get celebrities from Bravo shows or reality or other reality TV stars. they like cast people from the general public.
Do we want to see Monique Samuels again?
I think this is a very interesting, and I saw this literally just before we went live today. I think maybe this is NBC trying to sort of try and repair that relationship with Monique Samuels. You know, obviously she hated Bravo and that for her time on Potomac and left. You know, she went on Carlos King's Huntsville show. That didn't work. She left after just one season, I believe. And we know that she doesn't need these shows for the money. I mean, maybe she does now, depending on what.
She's divorced now. But here's the thing.
I don't know. Did she get a good settlement from her divorce or not?
Right.
I don't know.
Mean, how much do we know? I mean, money goes fast. Like, I don't know what she ended up getting in a divorce. Maybe she do. But, I mean, I would think for a person who said they left the show because they just wanted to focus on their family and didn't have time for a reality show, why would they ever attempt to come back? Typically, it's for fame or money. And
we know she likes that. She does like the fame of these shows, and I believe that's why she did Huntsville, not for the money, because we know that they pay really not much money at all.
Well, probably she thought she was going to be the star.
We have to admit, Monique Samuels was very. She didn't come forward with her true storylines. When she found out that Carlos was getting ready to ambush her, she hightailed it out of what is it called, Love and Marriage DC. And so maybe Traitors is the perfect show for her because she doesn't really have to talk about her life. She could just be on camera.
Yeah, and
I mean, Traitors is going to be interesting
and
this
also,
season.
Though, on Traitors, you can lie and cheat.
Hold on, let me read these super chats. Per, you're messy. You told me you weren't going to be messy today.
No, I'm not. No, the crazy part about Monique, I used to like her a lot on Potomac because I was mad when people was coming at her. You know,
Perry, you're one of the reasons that Monique had a damn headache during the season by hooking up with her best friend. Like, it was just a mess.
I know that's the part. I said I used to like her like that. You know, certain things would change my opinion.
Let me read these really quick. Sherelle, people are saying Namaste Itches podcast was canceled because of Louis having a fight with Teresa's partner, Melissa.
That's true. That's true. Allegedly, I can explain that. So what happened was a lot of those like housewives that podcast, like every single housewife seems to have a podcast nowadays.
I know.
A lot of them were doing, so when BravoCon happened at Vegas, a lot of those housewives were doing their podcast there. So like Teddy the Nat and Tamrat, for example. And then Teresa and Melissa Feaster, who had their Namaste Bitches podcast, were doing theirs as well. So, you know, when these housewives go, they're not just recording their podcast, but they're promoting it. So they're giving out merch or they're selling stuff to people for tours or whatever. And there was their time, they had a time slot apparently, and Melissa and Teresa were meant to be taking photos with people and stuff. And allegedly, Melissa Feaster was running an hour late. And the reason was allegedly was due to the fact that Melissa had found out that she just had a miscarriage. And Louis, and so she got there. So Melissa, so really sad. And Melissa got there an hour late. Apparently Louis went ballistic at her and got really mad. And we knew this because Tamrat and Teddy the Nat sort of talked about on their podcast how, you know, Louis had got into this argument. And then basically, I think somehow Teresa got the two T's and a pod people to remove that bit of the podcast. And then Teresa and Melissa Feaster do this whole thing a couple of days after BravoCon to try and deny what's happened and everything. But then now all these sort of rumors have been coming out. And I think after that whole Louis shouting at her, their relationship was never the same. And with all this stuff coming out and more issues sort of exposing how potentially Teresa's minions were sort of being nasty. to
Teresa.
Melissa Feaster online, and Teresa had to tell them to
Freddie,
stop. And yeah,
how long has Teresa been on TV? It might be time. I hate to say
it's
it.
over 10 years. It's like 10, 15.
I like her. She's crook. She's underhanded.
I mean, she's the longest serving Bravo person currently at the moment.
Now, let's talk about what everybody wants to talk about. The queen of Bravo, and that's Porsha Williams. Okay.
Yes.
Let me read this really quick. 740K. That's decent for housewife shows. Beverly Hills and Vanderpump Rules are the only shows touching 1 million these days. All of Bravo's shows have gone down. Carlos King is not the only one with the problem of the shows sinking. What are you gonna do, Andy Cohen? I said I'm gonna be nice, but you got to go into overdrive.
Okay, yes, Vanderpump Rules and Beverly Hills are the highest ones, but you've got to remember a lot of those housewife shows have been revamped. Actually, Potomac was doing well, touching the 1 million mark, but a lot of those new shows, like Roni's basically a new show, Miami was revamped, Dubai's a brand new show. Those shows are going to take time to get to the top. You know, it's not just an overnight process or a one-season process. It does take time.
What did you say, Perry?
I get it, but damn, it seems like the bar been on for a while, and that shit's still sinking in.
Perry, it's got to grow.
No, it's not. That was Bravo completely screwed up with that. It's only done one season. However, because whoever their person that plans all the dates of when these shows air is rubbish and should be sacked.
Okay,
it's now taken 2 years for this season 2 to air. It's not even aired yet. I think it's airing in June.
Freddie, you're a diehard fan.
I get you, Freddie. Let me ask you this: how many dates must you go on before you realize you want to dump a person? Because sometimes, it takes time to grow. Sometimes you don't want to wait. Sometimes after that first meeting, you dumping that ass.
But I think the whole thing with Housewives is people have moved on. I don't think reality TV in itself has died, but I think the type of reality TV people want to watch and is getting the big views is different. I think, we
got to find a new reality TV to review. I'm throwing in Traders in the Hat. What do you guys think?
Can we find something like reality crime where they filming it live,
Reality crime?
Yeah, I'm tired of the fake shit. Like, I need them to get the gangsters on the corner, going to do the hidden cameras, stuff like that. I mean,
Freddie, what is Perry talking about?
Let's get it. No,
it's like a crime reality show, so like a more interesting version of Love After Lockup.
Well, no, but we want them real.
Yeah,
they go out at 9:45 at night on a Friday night. We want the cameras there. Like, give me some real stuff. Like, I think the premise of the Housewives, and they'll get a little group of women. It's don't faded. All of them don't learn from the other shows. All of them want to be the queen. When can we get a guy like a show, maybe a reality show?
But y'all, okay, people are not liking it. We got to get back into it, guys, because we got a lot coming up. Let's talk about the queen. Let's talk about
won't we go husbands of Atlanta or something? Let's switch it up, right? Because sometimes maybe the women, we don't got tired of it. We want to see the other side. We want to see the other side.
Perry, please stop. Please stop. If we did that, we will be talking about, people's husbands at the strip clubs. I'm not going to say names.
No. They'll be filming them at the strip club, because I'm saying, like, right now, they just film the wives, right? And then you get the husbands, what they could have did and shit like that.
Let's get the husbands on there
and hear them cry about, she ain't cooking dinner on time. She ain't doing, let's flip the roles. Let's try
We're over it. Do we want to see what Peter's doing now?
Get a reality show with Peter, Bob Whitfield, Cordell.
Bob Whitfield? No one wants to see Bob and his man boobs. Let's just talk about Porsha, because hopefully Porsha can save the network. What do you know about RHOA?
So moving on from Booby Bob, we have got some interesting stuff about Porsha Williams. So she still seems to be in the house with Simon Galbardias. Yep, she still seems to be there. he seems to have been going to Dubai recently, but now he's back somewhere, but I don't know where he
But
really
Freddie,
is.
he said no filming in his house.
Now, yes, they've only just started filming. They started filming last week. Now, we don't know whether she's probably not filming for the show in her house, but Instagram and stuff, it's very clear that she's still there. But one of the revelations is that the new housewife, Brittany is her name, is Fallon Galbardia's cousin.
Stop, Freddie, stop. Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you, no.
Why would they hire Fallon's cousin?
Because they want drama, of course, is the only logical reason
Fallon's
of why
cousin?
they do it. And of course, with the fact that it wouldn't surprise me if Kenya knows this woman, because of course Kenya Moore is still friends with Fallon. So I think, so this Brittany Edie woman.
Stop, Freddie. This is too much. Kenya Moore is still friends with Fallon?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then you've got this Brittany Edie woman, who is Fallon's cousin.
True Blue said somebody got a cease and desist. Simon, this is too much. Listen, this is going to be a rate. If this doesn't work.
I mean, wasn't it a cease and desist to Bravo?
Yes, he did a cease and desist to Bravo, saying he wanted to know how much Porsha was going to be paid, what they were doing, blocking them from filming her in the house in Atlanta that he owns and stuff. Yeah, they've done that.
Why does he need to know how much Portia's being paid? What's
Probably
that about?
because if they're getting divorced, he wants to know if she's tried to be like, yeah, I want like 10 million from you. He can be like, well, no, you make 2 million anyway.
Negotiations. I mean, she could be asking for half the mansion. You want to know what's half of your check? I don't know, right? But and maybe I could be wrong about this thing. And I love Porsha, but just because you love a person don't mean they're always right. In my opinion, I just feel like she got this new contract, and if you don't want the man and he don't want you, I mean, I want the people in the chat just let me know. Shouldn't she just move on?
Who, Porsha?
Just going back, wanting to stay in the mansion. Like, look,
she's Perry. The reason she's staying in the mansion is a business move. You get more money.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, but is her name on the mansion?
Particularly as he's got all legal issues here and might have to get deported. If she gets the house, she knows that will probably the only asset or thing that she would get in that divorce, because she wouldn't be getting any money.
Right.
Yeah, but she married him. Look, let's keep it real. Let's just get down to it. Okay. This marriage ain't been that long, as if like you built all this shit together.
It's a year, Perry. Year.
Okay. So if that's her plan, okay, well, let me stay there so I can get the house if he get deported. I guess his plan is shit, that's my wife and she's making X amount, I won't have.
Yeah, I mean, you never know, but I think the house is, she knows that she's going to get no money because he allegedly doesn't have much as he claims he does, and secondly, his assets could get frozen or he's in debt to a lot of people and then she'd get nothing. So she wants to cling on to that house.
And I'll say this too, because it's a narrative out there that he don't have much. But if that man don't have that much, he getting a lot of stuff, mansions, cars with fake money. I don't know how much the man got, but it seemed like and if anybody probably would know, Porsha stayed with him for like a year and a half or a year, whatever it is. If he don't have anything, why is she pushing it to try to get it? Because even if she was to get the mansion ain't paid off, how would she keep affording it year after year after year after year? I don't know.
I don't know either. That she might have more money than you think. I don't know.
Who, Porsha?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying she don't have money, but I'm just saying he might have more money too. I'm just saying for real, relationship wise. I mean, do y'all think that she should get half the mansion?
Yes.
For a year and a half of marriage?
Stop being a man, Perry. She should get half.
Okay. Should he get half of her shit. Half of her.
No.
No, I'm just keeping it fair, just keeping it real. Like, and so is it more of a storyline? Is it? I don't know. It just don't seem like if you able, beautiful woman, Porsha really is, right? Got a big contract, got her own. Why is she still wanting to be tied to Simon?
Oh my God, Perry, you're gonna make me crazy. Let me switch the topic.
And I think there'll be more Housewives Atlanta drama because of the fact with Drew Sidora's now. She's confirmed as returning as a full-time housewife. Don't know why they chose that when I found her to be quite boring anyway. I would have much rather have Marlo Hampton back, but that's me. And the thing with Drew is she was actually rumored to have been dating Dennis the hot dog man a couple of months ago. But she's definitely friends with Dennis the hot dog man because they have been pictured hanging out. And of course,
hey,
what?
Yeah.
It's like a freak off.
And interestingly, Fallon Galbardia or Pinner or whatever she calls herself for nowadays is promoting some cognac line that Dennis is part of or owns as well. So that's interesting. That's all going on because Fallon, of course, claimed that Dennis told her that Porsha, but that Porsha had been hooking up with Simon a year before they got divorced or something.
So are they going to change the name of the show? Because I'm looking at it like different. Like, is it going to be instead of Housewives of Atlanta, Divorcees of Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, God, who knows?
Like, if name somebody that's probably not going through a divorce or just got one. I don't think do any one of them got a man.
Oakley lady.
Oh, okay, the newer ones coming on, and
I think the new ones all do. Yeah,
we don't know their story; they just coming on. They could be in the process of losing theirs too. I don't know.
Who knows? Who knows?
Let me ask you this, Freddie. Have you seen this posting with Simon? I guess he went to Dubai and he says, enter the comments when you've secured an international passport and secured your first entry stamp. He's bragging because he went to Dubai and then he got to come back, insinuating that maybe he won't get deported. What do you know?
I mean, I don't know what an international passport is. I didn't realize you could just have one passport and go to and stay in whichever country you feel
what is
like.
An international passport? They're all international.
Like there are strict I can't see that working in America when like you've got to get a visa, you get asked a billion questions and all of that. So why does this crook get an international visa passport?
He's laughing in our faces. I don't know.
I don't know. I think he's trying to wind people up. He's one of these people that he loves the fame of it all, and he's a bit gutted that now that Porsha's filed for divorce, he's not really going to be in Real Housewives of Atlanta. So he's desperately clinging on to the fame he has.
Yeah.
But we got to admit this. We got to admit this about Simon. And he could be saying it. Yeah, Porsha, you tried it. You tried leaking my shit so I can get deported. You can have my house, my cars. Right? It ain't working. And whether this man get deported tomorrow, I could be wrong. But he been playing this game for over 36 years.
Yeah.
And he went to Dubai and brung his ass back. So that's telling me something. No recourse. They can find him. Because trust me, they checked the passport. He ain't no.
So wait, Perry.
Huh?
You're saying maybe a chance that Simon might not get deported because that's what we're all thinking.
If I was a betting man, he ain't got deported the last 30-something years.
You're falling for Simon's shit.
No. I'm not falling for his shit, Sherelle.
You really are.
I'm only saying this. Why go into just because Porsha leaked some shit out there that
Simon's a con artist, Perry.
They didn't revoke his citizenship.
Perry.
Huh? It was Sherelle?
Please stop. You are you're acting like one of his women. You're falling for Simon's shit.
No. You acting like a gold digger. Ain't messing with no Blake Ninja.
Perry.
All right. I'm just saying, Sherelle, look, let's keep it real.
He's being sued by the federal government.
Okay, and so
for deportation.
Okay,
I
well,
just love how he just smiles through everything on his
He really
Instagram,
does.
and he's like,
He's getting the best of Perry.
no, no, no,
You
no,
ready?
no. I
he
mean,
has
okay,
no fear. That guy, I'm pretty certain. Like you see him in his like Emirates first class seat, like going, yeah, with his
do you think it's his
champagne, or
first
like,
time getting
yeah, I've
sued?
got a cigar in Dubai.
You think it's his first time getting sued? Let's keep it real. I'm just saying. Look, some people get away with shit. I don't know
Oh
how a man
God,
did what he did
Perry.
and been in
Perry.
this country for 30-something years.
Oh my God.
So
Simon, I describe
it's
as
not
the
like they don't
Atlanta
know where to find
version.
them. They can just go to IG. They can find them real quick.
Don't you
Perry,
think
stop
Simon's
falling for
the?
his shit. If you were a woman, you would want to date, you would want to marry Simon. Stop falling for his
No,
tricks.
no, no, no. If I was a man and single and had money, I probably would want to marry Porsha. Then you find out she's a gold digger, then you want to dump her. Look, Porsha only look. You said if I was a woman, I wouldn't want to marry.
I said
Porsha
if you were
probably.
a woman, you would want to marry Simon because you're gonna fall for his nonsense.
Hold on, no, no, no. Well, no. I mean, if you was a woman like Porsha, you want to marry him for his money,
Oh God.
the money you thought he had, or whatever. I'm just saying, because why is she staying in the mansion now? If she didn't want that man, Porsche can get another man. Hell,
Oh.
the hot dog man will come back.
The hot
Freddie,
dog,
please. Stop.
the hot dog man has got his hot dog in. What's her name? Drew. Allegedly.
Wouldn't that be weird if he did hook up with Drew? This is
I so
weird.
see Drew doing that for a storyline because she knew that most people thought she was boring anyway, in my opinion. I mean, Simon to me, though, reminds me of Frank from Catch Me If You Can, like the one that Leonardo DiCaprio plays. And he's like running around everywhere, like doing different
He's
jobs.
a con artist, and Perry's falling in love with
Well, no,
Simon.
no, 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 no. See,
You are Perry.
no, no, Sherelle. That's what. Do not try to frame a narrative.
That's
I'm
what you
just
said.
calling
That's
out.
what you
I'm
said,
calling out
Perry.
what I see. I feel like she went in that man's house when he was whip filing, seen that money, and said, "Shit, hot dog man don't
Perry,
even got
please
chili on the
stop.
dog.
Please
I'm gonna
stop.
go ahead and get with this guy."
You are falling for
No,
Simon.
no, no, no.
He's
Okay,
a con
I'm saying
artist.
this, Sherelle. No, no, I'm not falling for it. What I'm
You
going back
are.
to the basic of this.
Oh my,
Portia's beautiful. She ain't got to be with Simon. Why she got to keep begging him?
oh
Right?
my
That's
God.
basically what she's doing. And if
All
you
right,
didn't want to do it from, just leave the house. You got your own damn house. You got your own paycheck.
leave us alone, okay? Leave us alone. Leave
We
me and
know.
Portia alone.
Now,
She
if you
deserves
and
it.
Freddie,
She
if
deserves
you and,
everything she
if
gets
you and
us for.
Freddie want to go down that lane and just Portia, I love her too. But she got y'all food. I think y'all would marry her and give her your money.
Listen. We know that Portia is the new queen. Now, what do you know about the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Kim Zolciak, Freddie?
So we heard rumors that Kim Zolciak was going to be coming on as a guest at the show. And I think if she is coming, it will be a guest role because what we know is with that, so they've confirmed the housewives, and apparently with the newbies that are coming on, I think it was something like two of them will be housewives and one of them will be a friend. But because they're sort of filming, they've got them all filming together, and they'll sort of work out with the newbies as this whilst
Okay,
they're filming
let
the
me
season.
tell you,
who will
Freddie,
be
what
the
I
friend.
think.
Yeah.
Freddie, this is what I think. I think that Kim Zolciak pissed off all the black people the last time she was on. I think this is a tester, a warming up, if you will, to see how they react, and they might bring her back if this is a hit. What do you think, Perry?
At this point, I think if they was gonna bring her back, they would have already tried it already.
No,
And
because remember, she pissed off at all the black people. She said something crazy. I don't remember what she said, but she
Oh, yeah,
said
no,
something.
no, no.
Something about the black people not being able to swim. I remember she said that years ago, and then she said last time when she was on as a guest having dinner with Sheree and Deshawn, like last season. She said something about like how she wished Kenya would die or something like that. Really,
She said black people can't still swim.
She said that like 10 years ago. Yeah.
No, this is when she said no other white woman is dumb enough to sit on that couch and deal with all of them. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, didn't she say that at the one of the reunions?
Reunions, yeah. So Perry, the last time that Kim was here, she pissed off every black person on the set and on the cast. But Andy still likes her. He let her do that dumb show and
Right,
tell
right,
it was
right. But he had to take her away from that show. So now, she probably would have got her ass whipped if she'd have stayed on that show too much longer talking like that. He put her on her own
Porsha
show.
likes her. And
He
Porsha
put her on her
Williams
own
likes
show.
Portia likes her.
Well,
I mean, there was a lot of rumors
Porsha
that
liked Nene a couple months ago. I'm just saying this.
Oh, she did.
They probably would have tried it. Just in my opinion, I don't know. I ain't sitting there with Andy having coffee talking about this shit. But I think they already been trying to find a way to squeeze her in, just couldn't pull the trigger. And I think right now she might be a liability. First, I said, yeah, she'll come on cheap. But her and that husband, Cohen, forever filing bankruptcy, losing the house.
Yeah, we want to see them fight of who's going to go in the closet first or get their trainers and stuff like that. That's what their fights are about. We want to see that.
And then Freddie, if Andy Cohen paid Kim Zolciak to come on to make an appearance, he's just trying to still funnel her money, isn't he?
I think what will happen is we know for a fact she's definitely not going to be a housewife or a friend. If she does appear, and there were rumors that Porsha was requesting that she wanted Kim to be appearing on this season. So I think maybe Andy could have said, we'll give her a guest thing, might put her at a dinner party that you host or an event or something. We'll see how the waters work with that. And then maybe they'll see if she's worthy of a friend role or something. But I think if she is going to appear this season, it will only be a guest role.
It'll be a guest role, but it's a test role. She's going to be friends with Porsha, who's black. How are these people going to react to it? And
like he did with Brandy when she tried to expose Denise Richards, and then
I remember that. But then that got Brandy back on full time, right? On the upcoming season?
No, it didn't. It didn't. They didn't bring her back.
Oh, well.
I think I just feel like Kim is another Lisa Rinna at this point. I think it's no return.
Perry, she's good TV. Will you say that?
She could be, but you can see that at News at 6. Just saying.
Kim Zolciak's good TV, and she's broke, and she would do anything, and it might be a really good season.
Well, it'd be interesting seeing what she'd do in more than a... Because we have seen her back, obviously, since she's gone, but it's only been a guest capacity. So it would be interesting to see what would happen with her as a friend. But I don't know with her. But I'm really praying that these newbies will be good. But speaking of shows that have started filming, like Real Housewives of Atlanta, which started filming the end of the week the beginning of the week we've just had, Beverly Hills also started filming. And they also have a few newbies that are coming this season.
Okay, who's that?
So
do we know them?
So one of them is Bozoma St. John. She's quite well known because of the fact that she used to be the chief marketing officer of Netflix. She was an executive at Apple, and she's basically she's probably one of the most successful Black marketing people in America. Yep. And she's got a really interesting story. So she's rich. She lives in Malibu. She bought a house for just over $5 million in Malibu last year. And she's had a lot of sadness though in her life because her husband, who she had a daughter with, he died of cancer, I think, in about 2013. So she's written a book about that. And her time at Netflix, she made around $15 million. I suspect she's worth even more based on working at Apple and various other big companies. So I think with her, we're going to be a really interesting story about how she got all these top jobs, how she's dealt through grief. And I believe she's like a business coach as well.
Terry, are you shocked that they're bringing another Black person on? And why didn't they get LaToya Jackson?
Oh, come on now.
No, she's friends with Kathy Hilton.
They're bored
I
of...
know. I'm a hold my comment on LaToya.
I think they're bored of getting the Black women that are already known or are married to a famous Black man.
Yeah.
Whereas Bozoma she's well known in her own right.
Yeah.
She's a new type of housewife that they've brought on, in the fact that she's built her own wealth. She's built her own career. She's
Well,
not a
it sounds like
celebrity.
she has a fan in Freddie already.
Yeah,
Well,
I like this. I like her. I've
sounded
heard of
like
her
they needed-
before because I follow business.
Oh, okay.
feel like they needed somebody that might speak up. Now, that's why I said when you said LaToya, I just remember her like in the corner squeaking like a little mouse. She's not going to speak up.
Now, you don't remember her on Donald Trump's Celebrity, what was it called? Apprentice, when she cussed out Nene. Well, no, Nene kind of cussed her out. Never mind.
Okay, well, yeah, maybe I'm thinking the wrong thing then. Yeah. I mean, if she's going to be boisterous, but no, just get somebody that can speak up.
Do you think like LaToya Jackson's in her 70s now?
No, I don't
She's
think
older.
so.
Let me see how old she is. I still
No, I
love
mean-
her.
She wasn't the oldest, was she?
No,
No.
Rebe is.
Yeah.
Because
No,
I think
that.
Janet Jackson's 60. That's what I think.
I would have to say 63, 64 maybe. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Let me see.
I know
I'm so
Bobo, though.
messy.
He tell you every song she sung.
She's 67 years old.
Oh, my
She
God.
looks good.
Mm.
She's a senior citizen. She looks good.
You probably ain't got time for that show then.
That could be a problem. So what do you hear about Kathy Hilton, Freddie?
So good news is Kathy Hilton seems to be coming back as a friend of the show, which is fantastic news. And why we know this and we're hearing these rumors about people is because we've seen pictures of the fact of they filmed the first event. Sutton hosted the first event. So that, that looked interesting. So we've got a few new friends that are joining along with Kathy Hilton.
I love Kathy Hilton.
So do you know Sutton's friend that's appeared on the show, Jennifer Tilly?
Yeah, she's an old actress.
So she's an old actress. She's been on Watch What Happens Live on her own, and she's coming as a friend of the show allegedly as well.
Jennifer Tilly? I
Yeah,
mean,
she's a friend
She gonna
role.
be Sutton's emotional support.
you better leave Sutton alone, Fairy.
No,
Stop.
no, I love her, but I'm not for real, and I really root for her. But it's like, damn, she just snapped on me. Like,
What, Sutton?
No, I mean, like, okay, I'm just saying this. I root for her. I think she's cool. She's trying to do certain things, but then she got some serious insecurities somewhere.
Fairy, stop.
Okay, my bad. I'll let it
Fairy,
go.
I love Sutton. You cannot talk about Sutton, Garcelle.
I'm trying to
who
be
else?
honest, and you know I love Porsha, but if I feel like Porsha did some things or can move a different way, I say it.
Not me. I go into denial for my favorite people.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I can't do that.
So let's talk about the biggest crook on the show. What's going on with Erika Girardi, Freddie?
So yeah, Erika Girardi's coming back as a housewife. So yeah, her, Kyle, Garcelle, Sutton, Dorit, she's come back even though she's had a massive pay.
But how is she going to go to court and film?
But the thing is it's Tom that's going to be on trial on Tuesday, not Erika.
Oh, it's Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Girardi's trial is May.
Wait a minute. So they found him competent?
Yeah, they found him competent. I think at either in end of 2023, certainly I know beginning of January 24, that they found him competent to stand. He is competent to stand trial according to the judge. Now, of course, Tom and his lawyers tried to move the ball down the road and try and get it to be in 2025. But this judge was having none of it and saying, no,
Freddie, do you think he's
getting started?
Do you think he's going to show up in a bathrobe and play crazy?
Well, he can't. He probably done been busted right now. And this is my opinion. I don't know if it happened or not. But they got cameras at the retirement home. They don't see his ass in there playing bingo, not missing a number. And they figured his ass was confident.
Thinking that the number 9 was a number 6.
How do you find someone competent? I wonder what kind of test.
No, you monitor them. Right? Okay, if you monitor somebody and you got cameras following them, and they can open the door and then walk through the door before the door hit them in the back of the head, shit like that. Or when you watch him walking down the halls and he ain't hitting the walls. All right,
Freddie, that means Perry's saying that they had to catch him in the act of being normal. Do you think that's true?
Right, exactly.
Listen, maybe Perry could well be right on that, but they've done tests because they do tests to make sure the court somehow do tests to find out if they're mentally competent, or they get psychiatrists and doctors' reports, and they've come to the conclusion, evidently, that Tom is capable. So I don't know how they found out, but that's the conclusion they've got
So
to.
it starts
And
Monday?
on May the 21st, the trial does start. And I've not heard of the fact that they've changed it. So I'm still assuming that this trial is still going to start on Tuesday.
Now, it's been a whole year, Freddie. You've got to catch me up. He's on trial for stealing people's money.
He's on trial for stealing people's money. Yes, a lot of people's money. So this trial is going to be focusing around the main 5 families who he stole money from for cases that he got sort of compensation for them. And
what about the Rugames? Is he going to be
that was one of them? Yes.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, they knew he was competent when he went to that strip club on his own. Right? Went to the strip club and he rationed his money well. So, he was confident enough to know, I'm going to give you 20, I'm going to give your friend 20 more. So he knew what he was doing.
Perry.
Okay.
This is going to be interesting because how is he going to act in court? They said that you're competent, you're trying to fool everybody, you don't have Alzheimer's, and so now did you steal those people's money? What are you going to say? It's really weird.
He probably won't say nothing because I doubt if they put him on the stand. He's just going to sit there and look and shake.
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Shake.
But let's not forget also the fact that I think, was it last year to 18 months ago, he called Ronald Richards up, sort of pretending he didn't know why he was calling him. Yeah, Ronald Richards put the video up of this.
Wait, slow down, Freddie. I've been gone a whole year.
Girardi,
Tom Girardi called Ronald Richards.
Yeah, I think it was sort of, he was trying to play the dementia card and sort of in a dementorish way, trying to find out what was going on.
It's a mind game. And then he figured Ronald Richards would think, he must be crazy. He really is. No, because I experienced it. He called me and he know we're not friends. So people play these
What would Tom Girardi get out of calling Ronald Richards? It makes sense.
Making people think he's insane, his memory gone. Because you know who your enemy is. Yesterday, you know it today, you're going to know it tomorrow. But he tried to act like his mind is so gone that,
Okay, I'm back. I got to catch up. That is crazy. Freddie, he called.
Yeah. Oh, my God. I'm going to find it on X somewhere.
It's on tape? It's a tape?
Yeah, Ronald did a video of it, like showing his phone and Tom was calling.
Oh my God. This is crazy.
I'm going to find it. I will send it to you when I find it on his X.
Oh my God. So that means we got to get all of our old connects back. We got to start exposing. They had a break. You guys should have, took advantage of that. Now we're back.
I know. I mean, now it's like you've got me, the Panther, back on this.
We have to start destroying lives. Really quickly, Freddie, I got about 5 minutes. Yeah. What do you know about Dorit and PK?
So Dorit and PK have separated. Kyle Richards seemed to open up about the fact that she's sort of saying that the reason they've separated is that PK wasn't really supporting Dorit. Lisa,
like financially?
Well, she didn't really say what she meant, but I would say probably both emotionally and financially, because he's probably, spending it at casinos or on food. Mm-hmm. And then he's not emotionally there for her because he was traveling a lot and things like that.
Freddie, you said he's spending his money on food.
Yes. And takeaway.
And then too, you got to remember, and they saying that maybe he wasn't supporting her, emotionally supporting her, or whatever. And something happened when he got that DUI that they didn't say who was in the car with him.
Perry, okay, y'all stop. We are stopping right here.
I don't know if he had a woman in the car with him or not. I'm just saying, and I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Oh
but
my God.
That could be a problem. Because
we like PK now, and we're going to be really nice to him. I mean, Freddie, do you want to apologize for saying he's spending a lot of money on food?
No, I exposed him with evidence, and he was not happy, and he was unnecessarily rude. So two can play that game, quite frankly.
Guys, we can't. We're back. We got to be nice now.
Well, I mean, it's not like he's going to give us the inside scoop, is he?
Well,
Nope.
no, but
Not
we
at
could
all.
try.
I mean, maybe. I'll let you do that rather than
But
me.
you can't say that he's spending all his money on food.
Or in the 7-Eleven, he's going behind Harry's back buying the big Cokes.
Oh my
With
God.
the big gulps.
Okay, so we should do this next Saturday. But the problem is that you're busy, and Saturdays are our only days off, and we're probably tired. But we got to do this every Saturday, and I'll try to put out more videos. And definitely, we got to cover the case because this is going to be interesting. I mean, if I were Tom, I would just play crazy. I would show up and baseball hat on my head.
And then we've also got another friend of the show joining Beverly Hills too. So we've got Kathy, we've got Jennifer Tilly, and this woman called Amanda de Cadenet, and she's British and she's some photographer, and she's married to some guitarist of this American band called The Strokes.
What? Have you heard of that band, Perry?
No, I never heard of.
No.
So that will be, don't know who, she'll know. Oh, and that actress Eva LaRue, who was on CSI Miami, that
she's going to be on the show.
She was meant to, but she was meant to be coming on as a housewife, but allegedly the negotiations fell through and they couldn't quite get to an agreement on what her salary would be.
Really quickly, I'm running out of time. The black lady, who she's friends with?
Bazoma St. John. Allegedly, she's friends with Garcelle.
Oh, that's going to be great.
Oh, so maybe she knows other people, but from what I've heard, Garcelle is that. And when I looked, she was only followed by Garcelle and Dorit. So I think Dorit, obviously, because she's had issues with being racist and stuff.
Dorit had issues with being racist?
Well, Dorit's been called out by Garcelle for being racist.
Oh, did she say something like, I like black people. My maid's
she
black.
said that she wasn't racist and that she got on with black people because her maid was black or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She said that. That's so racist. Dorit said that.
And then she said her mum's best friend was black as well, and like lots of black people were like, "Oh, I've got a black friend."
Mm-hmm. She's like, "Listen, are they gonna be honest this season?" Her and PK, you think the split is real, right?
I think it's real. And what I would say is and because of the fact that now Dorit and PK have confirmed their separation, you've got Lisa Vanderpump saying they've separated a long time. It's all the whole rumors about Mo and Dorit having an affair are coming out because of the fact that
Kyle, we gotta go because of my grandkid.
Yeah, at the same time, and then PK and Dorit separated, so they think it's this affair that's caused it. Oh, and Mo and PK were seen having dinner together, and PK stormed out, so they might not be on good terms anymore. Maybe because he found out, or Mo confessed that he was doing PK's wife allegedly.
You are so messy. We gotta go. All right, Freddie, can you try to come on Monday if you can?
I will try and come on Monday.
If not, for sure Saturday.
I can't do next Saturday as I'm on holiday. I'm in Cyprus.
You're just a world traveler. Okay, you guys, we don't know when we're coming back. We'll try. All right.
We'll try. Bye. I better let you both go.
All right, Freddie, guys. Thanks for coming. And thanks
to
everybody for hanging out with us this weekend.
We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Shit, I'm out.
That's so funny.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me.
Bye.
I just grab my
see you. Speak to you soon.
All right, brother.